back. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If this is your first time, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. This is Witch Review. So apparently I just can't get it together, but it's fine. I've come up with a solution. Literally, I'm in a weird place, but like, it's a decent place. But it's like, you know, trying to still figure things out. I got a dog though, like that's cool. Yeah, his name's Ping, but like I think the shelter just named him, so I've just been calling him Honeydukes. Also, I may or may not be finishing a bottle of wine right now. But you know what? This is the quality content that you're here for, right? So, on to the actual video. I'm drinking Merlot, by the way, if anyone gives a shit. Anyway, so on to the topic of the video. This is going to be a new series called Tarot Translations. Basically where I'm going to be breaking down each card through the deck, 0 to 72. And I feel like this will be really insightful. I'm going to try to bring some clarity, even though I'm feeling it tonight. I'm good though. Okay, so clearly, number 1, actually 0, is the Fool card. If I look over here, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I made like a whole thing. I actually have more, like, I have pages of notes, oops, from the last pick a card video I was going to be doing, but, you know, life happened. Anywho, so, the Fool card. It is number 0. So, the biggest 2 things you can take away from this card, first off, is that it is 0. And numerology for 0 is nothing. And yet, it's actually also, at the same time, everything. It is symbolic of the wheel. It is conception. Infinite options. You know, 0 is nothing, but where does the 1 come from? You know what I mean? So like something had to have come from nothing, or something is nothing, right? Okay, so tangent, sorry. Anyway, so 0 also kind of symbolizes nothingness, and kind of that, like I said, infinite possibilities, infinite options. It also is like a blank page, or zeros enhance whatever number it is with at the time. So 1, 0, 10 would reduce down to 1, but that 0 enhances that 1 and makes it something different. So it's also a sort of chameleon in a way. It's also ruled by the Fool is also ruled by Uranus, or Uranus, however you say. Basically, you know, Uranus is like, it's the Aquarius, man. It's like they're so weird and like original and unpredictable. It's like, that's Uranus, and that's what rules this card, the Fool. So, if we put that together, what do we get? Basically, it's the void before the beginning, but it also is symbolic of the beginning. This is the jumping off point. If you see here, he is on a cliffside, and he is just like no cares in the world, right? Coincidentally, we have the sun in the corner, which represents positivity. This will be a good card for you if you pull something like you maybe are looking at like an earth-based reading. It's for sure going to be a yes. I mean, it's going to take some risk, because like you see him, he's not concerned about like where he's going at all. He's jumping in feet first, right? You also see there's clear signs or skies. Yeah. Clear skies ahead. Basically, this card is telling you to trust in life and trust in the cycles. It also symbolizes innocence and that kind of naivety of being childlike or young, you know, like maybe when you were graduating high school, you know how you felt just like ready for the world, like you were gonna like throw yourself out there, you were free, you know, like you were like done being controlled by someone else, like whether it was the school or parents or whatever. Like it was your time to shine, right? So that's how I think of this card. It's like the right before the beginning, right? So let's see, maybe make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, right, so it's about looking forward as well, because he isn't looking back at all. He's, you know, like fully committed to going forward, which is another thing, is just like moving forward, not just looking forward. This card is like just bursting with potential. Like he has the whole world in front of him. He's ready to go and experience that. Let's see if I can get this not to be so bright. Okay. Oh, an adventure, because obviously he is about to start his adventure through the tarot. Now, if we look at the symbolism in the card, aside from the clear skies and the sun, we can see that there's a little dog here. And basically that can be interpreted intuitively, however it strikes you. So, but you got to keep this in mind though. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind. The dog could be potentially barking excitedly or in like a warning, right? That has to do, I think, mostly with like whether it's upright or reversed. That's how I personally read. But you have to think of him still, like, is he a companion? Is he an attack dog? You know, is he a faithful servant? Or is he a voice of reason? Or even some people imagine him to be a spirit guide or an alebrije. And that's for all my Hispanic watchers, or just anybody that's seen the movie Coco. But don't, like, no hate, because I love that movie. Like, I would watch it right now by myself. It's so good. Anyway, so basically, if you have it reversed, so let's think about it in the reversed side. Where in upright, you're like ready to go, like you have to take that risk, you have to take that first step. Reverse would tell you like maybe you're being a bit impulsive, right? Like maybe you're being a little bit reckless, like maybe look where you're going, like don't just keep looking forward, you got to think about the big picture, right? Or it could just symbolize like bad timing, like karmically, like maybe you're unprepared, or maybe you're being irrational like in your goals or something, and you maybe need to rein that shit in. It could symbolize like a bad decision that you've made, because like who doesn't make those, right? Like you know, you're immature, maybe you're childish, maybe you're looking at things like too much through like rose-colored glasses, or you have like a lack of freedom, like maybe you're almost like the Hanged Man, where you're like kind of suspended, you can't really go anywhere. Or it could mean that you are lacking in faith, maybe, or like you're not trusting your instincts or trusting like the cycles of the universe, or like maybe you're not following some good ass advice like you should be. Or the best one is maybe you're not listening to yourself, because that guy upright, he knows, he maybe not know what the outcome is, but he knows like he's just gonna do it, right? Like he knows the answer. This can also mean like you're hesitating. Maybe there's like a choice that you have to make, or like a big opportunity that you're thinking about and you're just not taking it, or you have no vision. I mean, I don't know. It's just whatever you're gonna see in it, but like this, I hope will help you kind of gain some insight into that. So yeah, man, that was the Fool. Cheers. I'm gonna drink this and go straight to bed because I have to work. Anyway, follow me on Instagram, WITCHREVIEW. Follow me here, subscribe, like this video. There will be more to come, and love you guys. Thanks.